Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment Quick Shot Reviews. This is your weekly movie-based podcast, and this week we are looking at Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, directed by James Wan, released in 2023, starring Jason Momoa and little bits of Amber Heard, which I was quite surprised about, but then, with the actions of the last year and things that have happened, neither seem to be guilty of anything apart from having a really bad relationship. And that includes Johnny Depp as well, who's currently gaining his money by advertising smelly things in bottles. Anyway, Aquaman is what we're talking about today, not the smelly things in bottles. We're talking about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It is a sequel to the original Aquaman film, and it is part of the extended DC Comics universe. Also stars Patrick Wilson as King Orm, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Black Manta, and like I say, it's got Amber Heard as Mira and Nicole Kidman as Atlana. We've also got Dolph Lundgren as King Nerus, which is pretty cool, actually. I've never seen Dolph Lundgren with that much hair apart from in Masters of the Universe, which is pretty funny. You also got Martin Short in there as well, for example. So, yeah, few really big names in here. But obviously it follows Jason Momoa's Aquaman playing Arthur Curry, and Black Manta is back for this one, avenging his father, and he will do anything and stop at nothing to get what he wants. And he finds a black trident and becomes a formidable foe to the Kingdom of Atlantis, and all he wants to do is destroy Atlantis and gain control over everything. So my initial thoughts on this film: it's alright. It's not groundbreaking in any single way, but anytime a film takes a superhero who can talk to fish, and it does mention those kind of jokes as well, and making cool and all that kind of stuff, is, it's doing something right. And with a director like James Wan beyond the camera, you're onto a winner. And quite frankly, Aquaman is one of the most interesting aspects of the DC extended universe. Obviously, they've tried The Flash, and I did enjoy that film, but then I'm a DC Comics fan rather than Marvel Comics fan. So, yeah, I mean, I quite enjoyed this. I know it's getting panned by critics. I'm not a critic. All I do is go to films and give you my honest opinion of what I think is the haps with it, I suppose, if that's a thing anymore. What's the haps? Probably just aged myself about 50 years there, but so yes. So the overall story, again, is okay, and I do think that superheroes are only as good as their only as good as the villains that they fight. And with Black Manta, you've actually got a formidable foe. Obviously, there's no superpowers involved, just a super suit until he gets the Black Trident, and obviously that gives you the peril. Of course, you've got all of a sudden you've got this human who is very overpowered, and whenever you get overpowered and human in the same sentence, you get a Donald Trump, and that is pretty much what it is. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the other. It's pretty standard in terms of superhero stuff. They have fight, they lose fight, they come back stronger and realise they've got to do something else to win fight, and they win fight. It's nothing new. However, Jason Momoa, Patrick Wilson and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II carry this film really, really well. And it's, like I say, it's not great, it's not groundbreaking, it's not going to knock the Avengers off top spot when it comes to everything like this, but it is better than the Marvels. I will say that. There is some hokey CGI, but you'd expect that being a film based largely underwater. You'd expect a lot of CGI, and that's exactly what you got. I'm not a regular film fan in terms of, that's not very good. I will give you my honest opinion, and if you are a fan of Aquaman and DC Universe, then go and watch it. Give it a chance and see what you think. It does have some funny moments in it, and it does have some really terrible moments in it, but it's middling to fair. And again, if you want to go and see this film, it's a fairly solid sequel to a decent film. And I mean, what can you say now? Like, the movie theatres are overrun with superhero films. We've had Blue Beetle, we've had Spider-Man, we've had Aquaman, we've had the Marvels. It's Flash. It's way too overrun with these films now, and I think that is the issue. It's not necessarily the films that are bad, it's the fact that they want to keep farting them out on a production line that it's quick easy money, and that's pretty much where we're at. There's no personality put into these things anymore, sadly. And there used to be some of the best films out there. When you got a new superhero movie, it was a cool thing, but they're just so frequent now that I'm the same as everybody else, and I think, well, it's a bit too oversaturated, isn't it? That being said, let's go into 2024 as the channel that stays positive with films, and we'll still hopefully get to see some really, really good films. But Aquaman is middling. If you're stuck for something to watch, go and watch it. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. It is quite fun, and like I say, Jason Momoa does a damn good job. And that is it for this week. I'm not quite sure what the next film's going to be, because I haven't booked in for anything just yet. But keep it locked right here on Quick Shot Reviews and Talk is Cheap on the podcasting channel. And I will see you next time, film fans. Goodbye.
Hiya.